Howdy guys and gals, Mikey V here. I've got a special video for you today. The coin shop gave me this thing to do a video on. I've never seen one before. It's a Hammond US coin slide guide. I could not find any information on it online. But instructions: the US coin slide guide is used to quickly identify valuable and important coins worth much more than face value. Yada yada yada. You can pause it and read for yourself. Anyway, it's from The Blade, which is apparently a newspaper, and it goes from 1909 to 1937, and it's got little bits on how much of each coin was minted, I think. And then the NM means not minted. Alexa, stop. Sorry about that. So you start here at this end, year 1931. You slide. You can slide this way. You see it starts in 1909. Special note 1. So it's got these special notations that you have to take this bit out and fold it and open it up to read to find out what the notations are. Lincoln cent, 1909. Philadelphia, 2.7 million. Denver, not minted. San Francisco, 1.8 million. And then you've got the 09 VDB, 28 million, not minted, and 0.5 with an asterisk. And then it's got a number 0.5 million. So I'm guessing that's 28 million, 0.5 million. And it's got a special note for number 2 there. And then you can go all the way up to 1937. And then you flip it over and you've got 1938 to 1964. So again, 1938, 157 million, 20 million, 15.2 million. It just tells you the mintages and what's key dates, which I think is kind of cool. Kind of wish they'd make these more often, but this is probably back before the Red Book was a thing. It goes up to 1964, so this is probably from 1964 if I had to guess. Copyright MCM LXV, 1965. Printed in USA. So this is from 1965, and it's in really good shape. And then you can take the slide guide out. And this is from 1965. So a 1909 S cent back then was $25 to $100. S Mint VDB back then was $100 to $300. And a Philadelphia VDB was 50 cents to $7. That's ridiculous. And it tells you values on the scarce ones for the time, which I think is kind of funny. Buffalo Indian nickel was designed by James E. Fraser. 2 varieties of this nickel were minted. Variety 1 with buffalo or bison on a mound. Variety 2 with buffalo on a plain. Mintage figures given are for both varieties. Variety 2 DNS mintage coins is scarce and valuable. Example, 75 cents to $10, $15 to $75, $25 to $110 respectively. Then there's a Mercury dime blurb, Standing Liberty quarter, sorry I can't give you a better look at this. But the way my tripod is, it only really shows so much here. But it's kind of cool. It's an interesting bit of information from the 60s. See if I can get this back in its holder. Like I said, this thing's in remarkable shape, and I couldn't find any information on it whatsoever online. So if any of you have some information that you can give me, please do so in the comments. If you know anything about this, make dollars with your cents. That's a cute slogan. And then it's got the meanings of abbreviations, NM, non-minted, P, Philadelphia Mint. This mint mark is not used on any coins except on the 42 to 45 silver war nickels. D, Denver Mint. S, San Francisco Mint. OB, obverse, front of coin. REV, reverse, back of coin. It's got information on everything from the Lincoln cent to the Lincoln Memorial cent, Jefferson nickel, Mercury dime to Roosevelt dime, Washington quarter, Franklin half, and Kennedy half. But it stops in 1964, so they must not have had the mintage numbers for 1965 when they printed this. This thing is a cool old relic. I've never even heard of the blade before. But yeah, it's best I can do. I'll try to see if I can get a better video on this at some point. Let me take you out of the tripod and give you a better view of this thing. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how you put the folder inside back in. And it's got grading and location of mint marks. I think this thing is pretty neat. And they gave it to me for free just to do a video on it, and I kind of feel like I'm not doing it justice. But here's a Lincoln cent book from Whitman's for scale. So it's slightly bigger than that. Anyway, if any of you want more information on this, just let me know, and I'll try to do a more in-depth video on it. Here's the inside bit. If you want to read any of the information they have from the 60s on the value of these coins, feel free to pause wherever you feel. It's amusing to see how much these were worth back then. You don't really get an insight into the values of coins back in the day too often. Anyway, Mikey V, signing out.